going to get into Kandi and Todd. So one of my favorite couples from the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and I really thought they had a good thing going on. I thought they were going to last for a while. I have to say, I really thought they were a really compatible, cute couple together. They seemed to vibe with each other. They seemed to really be each other's style. So I thought they had something going on here, but I guess all good things must come to an end, and their relationship has come to that end of that road, as the great Boys to Men said. But that end of the road got a little bumpy for them, because I'm thinking that Todd didn't make this divorce as easy as Kandi thought it was going to be. Or maybe she thought, because I got the money, I have more leverage than you, he wasn't going to try and contest stuff. But Todd came to play. Todd said, no. What did the great Denzel say? I'm from around the way. I'm leaving here with something. And that's what Todd said. I'm going to leave here with something. So he said, I'm going to try to get what I can get. And that's what he did. So he was making Kandi work for that divorce. He wanted to get sole custody. He wanted to have the prenup thrown out. He wanted to get support. And she was trying to stop all of that from happening. But it looks like they have been able to settle their divorce. So they have reached the settlement and let the court know. So we're going to get into this reporting from TMZ. Real Housewives of Atlanta star Kandi Burruss and her ex-husband Todd Tucker have settled their divorce after months of bitter back and forth, TMZ has learned. Kandi and Todd informed the court of their deal on March 11th, explaining they hashed out a full and final settlement. This according to court docs obtained by TMZ. The court ordered Kandi and Todd to submit their settlement paperwork, which covers child support and includes the parenting plan, by next week. As first reported, Kandi announced the split from Todd in November 2025 after 10 years of marriage. So I know, there were some people saying, well, Mama Joyce warned you, Kandi, about Todd maybe just coming for you for your money. And I don't know if that was truly his motives or not. But 10 years, if he was with her for 10 months, I might be going, maybe a year, I might go, I don't know if it was real. But 10 years, I'm going to say there has to have been some love. And they do share 2 kids together. So I think for a reality TV relationship, or at least starting there, that's a pretty solid amount of time to be together. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think 10 years is solid for a reality TV relationship, marriage in this case? And let's see. The court ordered Kandi and Todd to submit their paperwork next week, which covers child support and includes the parenting plan. As TMZ first reported, Kandi announced she split from Todd in November 2025. The Real Housewives of Atlanta star asked for joint custody of their 2 kids, but changed her request to sole custody after Todd demanded primary custody. Todd claimed Kandi had been working in New York while he cared for the children in Georgia. Kandi disputed Todd's claims he was the primary caregiver. She also slammed him for living rent-free in her guest house. Todd claimed he was only living in the back house. That is crazy. Because Kandi kicked him out of the main home they once shared. Todd asked the court to award him support in his original petition. So I don't know if we'll ever see what they ended up settling on, but it appears they reached an agreement they were both happy with. And I know Todd was trying to get something, so I'm sure he came out of there with a little something. What it is, we don't know yet. But I do know that they had a lawsuit that they are on the hook for a 6-figure settlement for rent that was owed for one of their businesses. So Todd was trying to do the restaurant thing, and they had opened up a Blaze Steak and Seafood, and it looks like they had some back rent that they weren't paying, or I don't know what the whole situation was on why it got to the amount that it did that wasn't paid. But they are on the hook for a 6-figure settlement once they were sued by this company for the back rent. So let's get into that. Real Housewives of Atlanta star Kandi Burruss and her estranged husband Todd Tucker's business was ordered to cough up $140,000 to their former landlord based on a settlement they reached over the debt, TMZ has learned. According to the court docs obtained by TMZ, The former couple's company, Burrs Tucker Restaurant Group, settled claims over the lease and agreed to pay the landlord $140,509.10 for rent and remediation costs for the restaurant Blaze Steak and Seafood. Kandi and Todd's business had been battling the landlord in court for over a year. Oh, wow. The landlord initially claimed Burrs Tucker owed over $200,000 in back rent and repairs. See, that's giving me heart palpitations right there. $200,000, $140,000. How does it get that high? That's just too much. Too much money. The court found that Kandi and Todd's restaurant had entered into a valid and binding settlement agreement with the landlord to pay the $140,000, but the Real Housewives of Atlanta Stars company denied all allegations of wrongdoing and filed some counterclaims against the landlord over the lease. So it looks like they weren't trying to pay all that. Following the back and forth, the court found the settlement resolved all those claims and the parties agreed to dismiss them. As a result, the judge said Kandi and Todd were on the hook for $140,000 owed under the settlement, but everything else was off the table. So let me know if you think that's a win or not. I still think that's a lot of money. You got to know what you're doing when you get into business, and there's so many things that come along with it. So it's definitely risky, and it can definitely cost you if you're not careful and following your books and taking care of things. Ask Peter Thomas, because he ended up getting into some stuff with the IRS. You don't be wanting to be out here owing people a lot of money, not when you get into the big bucks, because people take you to court to get what they feel they are owed, and then you got all the attorney fees and just all the time of dealing with all of that. It's not worth it. Not worth it. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate the support. Thank you so much for helping us to reach 2,000 subscribers. That was the goal, and I'm super excited to have reached it. I appreciate this community for supporting, watching the shows, engaging. All of that means a lot. Share this live out to family and friends. It helps get us out in the algorithm to get some more eyes on the channel. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. We'll be back live tonight to talk about some more things because there is so much drama going on. So we got to get into it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you later.